dementia, the first thing that I always say is dementia is like a last name, right? You don't just have dementia. Dementia is a group of syndromes or symptoms that are really marked by memory loss, thinking and, impairments and decision making that get worse over time. So it is a progressive disease. It's not normal to forget your child's name. It is not normal aging to, pull out of your condo to go to Kroger's where you've been going for 30 years and not being able to remember where you're going. That is not normal aging. Those are some of the things, the red flags that you might think, wow, I probably need to look further into this. So dementia, the best way to explain it, it's the umbrella of symptoms: the memory loss, the thinking, the executive functioning, the decision making, personality changes, language deficits. And then underneath the umbrella, you have all the different types of dementia. The most common is Alzheimer's disease, and that's, I think, why it's used interchangeably. But all dementia is not Alzheimer's disease, but it is the most prolific, it is the most common, and it's caused from a protein buildup in your brain. Then you have things like vascular dementia. Vascular dementia is a dementia that you can develop because you have issues with your cardiovascular system. You've had a history of strokes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart attacks, sleep apnea, things of that nature that cause the blood to not get all the way to your brain in the way that ours does. There's Lewy body dementia, which is just really probably one of the most challenging. That's kind of characterized by hallucinations and delusions and lots of ups and downs, and they do really well for a long time, and then they might have a plummet. You might have frontotemporal dementia, FTD. That's the disease that Bruce Willis has. That tends to hit people when they're young. Again, it affects your frontal lobe and your temporal lobe, which is language, emotion, lots of apathy, lots of indifference. You could say to your loved one that our dog is sick and we have to put them down and we're going to do that tomorrow. And they might say, can you get me an apple while you're up? There's just no emotion, incredibly flat, and that's really difficult. And let's see so yeah, that's, kind of the top. Those are kind of the top. So that's what dementia is and what it isn't. What I tell everyone, Amy, is that if you have a concern, make an appointment with your physician, at least to start, and get that conversation going. And why is that critical? Because the medications that are out there that are available are most effective when the diagnosis is in the earlier stages.